Hi everybody, it's Rhonda. I'm back here and I am popping on here to show you one of the hacks that I have to increase my protein as well as my antioxidants intake and still enjoy amazing drinks. Okay, so I am back from my little bit of a time off celebrating my daughter's graduation. So I am still a little bit tired from all the celebrations and everything that was going on. And so I am having an afternoon slump. And so I'm also trying to get back on track because, you know, of course, I wasn't getting my workouts in the last week or so just because I was so busy and off diet a little bit, right? So one hack that I have is I found this amazing product. This is not anything to do with Sipology, but it has really helped me increase my protein intake. So I don't know if you've seen this, but Natrel has a protein milk and it has per cup 18 grams of protein, no sugar added. You can get it, I believe, I'm not sure if they have it in skim, but 1, 2, and 3%. It is lactose free, and so it does have, it's not good for people with milk allergies, but people that like me who are just sensitive to lactose. I love these lactose free milks. They work wonderful for me. But so this per cup has 160 calories, 5 grams of fat, 9 carbohydrates, 9 sugar. So under 12 is usually pretty acceptable. I follow a low carb diet, but I'm not keto. So I can have a little bit of carbs, but I do watch. And so this would be one of the highest things that I have in my diet other than for breakfast. It also has a lot of other micronutrients that are wonderful. Potassium, it has 300 milligrams, 550 of calcium, which is 42% of our calcium intake. Has a little bit of iron, 1%, vitamin A, 22%, vitamin D, 13%, thiamine, 6%, riboflavin, 69%, niacin, 8%, folate, 3%, vitamin B12, 92%, which is amazing. Pantothenate, if I'm saying that right, 16% phosphorus, 32% magnesium, 7%, and zinc, 23%. So ultra filtered partly skimmed milk, water, lactase, vitamin A, palminate, and vitamin D3 are the ingredients. So I like to have this for adding a little bit more protein. So I'm going to make myself an iced matcha latte. Super easy, takes just like 5 minutes or less. So what I'm just going to do is I'm going to pour about a cup of milk into my milk frother. So any of you who haven't heard me talk about this milk frother, it's amazing, from Sipology. It doesn't need batteries, doesn't need electricity. It's just a manual pump frother. It makes the best froth that I've seen yet. I used to have an electric frother and barely any froth. And so, so all I'm going to do to make this easy iced matcha latte, because it's hot now, right? So we want things iced more than hot, and sometimes in the morning it's nice still to have hot. So what you can do is you can actually make these, still put your frothed milk over top of hot tea and make a hot tea latte as well, but I'm just making this a cold tea latte today. So definitely you can use it just in other areas. You don't need to just only have cold drinks with it. So I'm going to add just 1 serving of matcha. Actually, I'm going to add 2 servings of matcha because I need a little bit more pick-me-up, but you can totally just add 1 serving, which is half a teaspoon. I'm going to add 1 teaspoon. I am going to use the sweet Strawberry Shortcake Matcha, and this only has 5 calories. It's sweetened with stevia leaf, and it's sweetened with stevia, and we use the whole leaf. It's not overly processed like other brands, and so you don't get that weird bitter or funny aftertaste that sometimes stevia leaves. I don't typically like stevia, and I do like the stevia with Sipology, and I was told because they use the leaf and it's not like super processed. So what you want to really make sure you look for when you're purchasing your matcha is that It has green tea as the first ingredient. A lot of companies, they use culinary grade. It can be gritty and it can be grassy like. Sipology uses premium, so either when you're purchasing, you always want to make sure it's either premium or ceremonial grade. Ceremonial grade and premium have the same health benefits. Sipology also puts a tiny bit of organic cane sugar, but almost nothing. Strawberry powder in this one, vanilla bean, organic stevia extract, and yeah, it's only 1 carbohydrate, 1 gram of sugar. So what I'm going to do, I put my matcha in there. I'm just going to whisk it up a little bit, just so that, because when you put your matcha in, sometimes it can clump, and you just don't want a lot of clump in there, like, and it's sitting on the bottom instead of, you can use a fork, it doesn't have to be a whisk, it's just, it's a little bit easier. Okay, so then all I'm going to do is, I'm going to pump it for about anywhere from 30 to 50 times. It depends on how much milk you're putting in. So in this milk frother, you can go all the way up to halfway. And if you're making multiple drinks, I just put about a cup in, 3/4 of a cup to a cup of milk in it, and that's just for my lattes. But yeah. So this milk frother froths all types of dairy or dairy substitute. The best, I find the best is actually lactose free. Some people say skim milk. For the substitutes, oat milk froths the best. Oat, I believe in soy. Almond milk froths the least. And I can't remember, coconut's pretty good. It's not too bad. You'll feel the resistance, like I'm starting to feel the resistance already. So it should be ready now. So then what I'm just gonna do is, I just let this sit for a few seconds. And that's just so that the froth firms up, and when you pour it into your glass, it just doesn't fall right away. Hey Susan, how are you doing? So if you're watching, make sure you say hello, and if you watch later, throw me a hashtag replay so I know who's watching. If you have any questions, anytime, just put them in the comments or send me a message in Messenger or wherever, or my website, and I can, I'll get back to you. Anyways, matcha's amazing. If you don't know the health benefits of matcha, 1 serving, which is half a teaspoon of Sipology's matcha, is equivalent to having 60 cups of spinach for the amount of antioxidants. I believe it is the highest level of antioxidants that you can get, but I am not positive. If not, it's one of the top forms of antioxidants that we can have in our diet. It is amazing. It has tons of health benefits. Of course, we know antioxidants are amazing for our body as well. I love that it gives you sustained energy for 4 to 6 hours. Instead of coffee, which gives you the quick caffeinated rush, and then it drops off quickly within 1 to 2 hours. Matcha is a slow, steady rise over an hour, and then it keeps you steady for 4 to 6 hours, gradually decreasing again. So I always like to have 2. I like to have 1 when I wake up, and then 1, about 6 hours later, just for a little pick-me-up. There's a lot more health benefits as well. Just if you Google it, there's so much information on matcha. That's why it's so popular. All right, so then it's sat for a few minutes, so then I'm just gonna pour it over ice, and look at this. Look at this. So you would pay, $6 to $8 for this at Starbucks or anywhere else. You can just get it for pennies. I shouldn't say pennies, for a lot less cost when you make it at home versus making it or buying it from the fancy coffee shop stores. So super easy, super amazing, and I don't feel like the taste is altered whatsoever. I feel like you get the same taste, if not better, because you're not having like that sickening sweet. I find when I get an iced latte at a lot of the fancy coffee shops and things like that, they just are pumped with sugar, and it's too sickening sweet for me. So I love that I can increase my protein, increase my antioxidants, keep my calories low, as well as having all those other health benefits that matcha and protein can give me. So this is one of my health hacks for staying on track. I hope it helps you. And if you have any health hacks or any questions, throw those in the comments. Hope you have an amazing day. Take care.